Hi, I'm Tucker Dennis, recovery coach here at Sunshine Coast Health Centre in Powell River, BC. Welcome back to part 4 of the Gifts of Imperfection. In this series, if you've just joined us, we've been studying Brené Brown's book entitled The Gifts of Imperfection. So today we are looking at cultivating a resilient spirit. And what that is in that chapter, she talks about letting go of numbing and powerlessness and instead choosing to create resilience. So the term resilience really speaks to the ability to bounce back through hard times, through adversity, tough challenges, that sort of thing. And the question that's posed is, why are some people better at bouncing back from stress and struggle and hardship? And how come they can cope better through hard times in their lives and still they're able to move forward? So what she does in this chapter, she breaks down some of the reasons that she's found for resilience and how people have cultivated it. She talks about what she calls protective factors. And those are the things that we do, the things that we have, and the practices that we use. And all of those three things combined enable us to be more bouncy, as she puts it. So she also found that what also supported and sort of ran through all of that was the people that were resilient had a sense of spirituality in their lives. And in this case, spirituality in this context wasn't necessarily organized religion or theology, but more connection with self and something outside of self, a deeper system of beliefs that kind of upheld these people's lives. And what emerges from this sense of spirituality are three patterns. And the first pattern is cultivating hope. And the thing I found interesting in this part of the reading was to find that hope is not an emotion, that it's actually a way of thinking. Because sometimes, for myself, I've attached the idea of hope to my spirituality and haven't really thought about it in those terms, that it's not an emotion, but it's actually a way that we can think. And you'll see in the written material this week that we expand on what exactly that means, cultivating hope. The second one is practicing critical awareness, another really important one. And that's really reality checking the messages that we hear that come at us from all different sources, plus looking at our own expectations and being very aware of what we're thinking and why we're thinking it, maybe questioning deeply held beliefs or ideas that may be limiting us or deterring us from being more resilient. And the third one was letting go of numbing or taking the edge off of hard and difficult emotions or times. And the other point here that I find interesting is that we can't numb some emotions and feel others. So if we are numbing sadness and pain and that sort of thing, then we're also going to numb the positive stuff. So again, a very interesting point to think about, that when we numb everything. And numbing can be anything from addictions to alcohol, drugs, shopping, eating, gambling. There's quite a realm of things that we can use to numb our pain. And so further to that, I just want to pick up another 5 factors that resilient people have in common. First of all, they are resourceful and they have good problem-solving skills. So even if that's something that you don't consider yourself to have, it is something that can be learned. We can all learn how to be more resourceful and learn problem-solving skills. The second one is that resilient people are more likely to seek help. So looking for help outside of ourselves through other people, reading, all kinds of avenues. The third one is that resilient people believe that they can do something that will help them to cope and manage their feelings and the situations that are more difficult. So if you have that belief that you are capable, that there are answers, that there's different ways of being and living through difficult times, then that's going to cultivate resilience. The fourth one is that resilient people have social support available to them. Another one that we can bring into our lives, something we can reach for, social support. And the fifth one was that resilient people are connected to themselves, to their families, to their friends, and that they cultivate those connections and relationships. So looking at this in terms of having loved ones with addictions, we need to cultivate resilience so that we can live lives that are full and meaningful. And I really like the fact that that's available to all of us. So thank you for joining me, and I will see you again next week.